get started. You might want, of course, something to sit on to elevate your seat. A blanket or two. Because this will be a very tender practice. If you're going along with the playlist, let's get that going. 3, 2, 1, and play. And find a seat that works for you. Maybe you need to lay down. Maybe it's not even a seat. Maybe you just need to lay splat on the earth. I know the feeling. Feel free to do that as well. I'm going to be honest. I've had a rough yesterday, a rough this morning, and really just want to come into this space this morning from a place of authenticity and remind all of us that there is no doubt that we will have moments in our lives when we feel broken down, when we feel torn apart, right? Like the heart just ripped apart. And we experience, right, what comes up with that are all of the shadow elements, right? Shadow emotions, grief, shame, guilt, regret, anger, sadness, pain. And of course, on the other side of that is the light. But this practice in particular is not so much about that, we're picking ourselves up and we're warrioring through into the light. Today, especially as we inch our way towards Samhain tomorrow, I want us to let this be a practice that you can come back to, that allows you to sit with and be with the grief and the shadow aspects of just when we're feeling low, right? Because I do feel that this is where the healing happens, right? When we allow ourselves to sit with our grief, to fully release and express it, rather than repressing it or shoving it down into the metaphorical backpack, right? And then just attempting to climb to the light and sort of skip over it. So this is a practice to just be in it, right? And this is a tender practice to come to at any point in your life's journey. So let's get started. Let's tune in. If you're laying down, you can feel free to tune in laying down, right? We let this practice meet us where we are, right? That's the magnificent, magical beauty of this practice. And wherever you're at, you can rub your hands together in front of your heart. Maybe softening your eyes down or closing them all together if that feels safe and natural for you this morning. And if it doesn't, just keep a soft gaze down towards the earth. And go ahead and rub your hands a little bit faster, creating some loving heat. And then slow down the rubbing of the hands. Press the palms actively and lovingly into one another. Elbows out to the sides, drawing the edges of the thumbs right into the center of the chest. Sitting back and sitting tall, allowing the shoulders to drop down the back. Feeling the beat of your heart in your thumbs. And let's drop into the breath a little bit more, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through an O-shaped mouth. And just keep that going. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Keep going. Allow the mind to tether itself to the sound of your breath, anchoring you into the heart space. Maybe begin to breathe a little bit deeper. Down towards the belly and the hips, and then back up and out on the exhale. And now on your next breath in, draw it in deep. Hold it there for a moment, expanding the belly, the lungs, the rib cage, gentle squeeze of the sit bones. Inward gaze up towards the third eye, chin level. Exhale through the O-shaped mouth. Again, deep breath in through the nose, down towards the belly, and hold it. Drawing the shoulders back, open heart. And now exhale the air out, hold the breath out at the bottom. Still squeezing the sit bones, chin level. Feeling into that contraction now. And then whenever you're ready, inhale. Exhale with an open-mouthed sigh. Let's tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Bowing to the inner wisdom. Bowing to the wisdom around us. Bowing to the wisdom of our ancestors, our spirit team, the whole crew. And take a deep breath in to begin, to the north. Om Namo. Sip it in through the O-shaped mouth. Guru Dev Namo. Guru Dev Namo. To the south. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. To the west. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Take a big breath in and hold. Inward gaze up towards that third eye point, heart open. Heart full. Exhale deep and ground. All right, let's gently bring our hands either on our knees or our shins for our spinal flexes right here. So we'll be breathing in and out through an O-shaped mouth. Inhale as the chest comes forward and the shoulders go back. Exhale as you reverse it and the spine goes back, the shoulders come forward. And we'll keep it going. This O-shaped breath allows us to very quickly and potently send loving prana into ourselves. It's almost like emergency breathing. Feel the movement at your hearts. Front of the heart, back of the heart, a dance between shadow and light. And now you're welcome to keep your hands anchored down on your legs. Or as you inhale, spread your arms open wide. Exhale, wrap them around yourself and give yourself a hug. Inhale wide, exhale, maybe opposite arm on top as you hug. One last time as you exhale, hug. Inhale, sit up to neutral, slide the hands down to opposite elbows, soften the shoulders and slide them back. We're going to inhale, just gently lean over to the left. Exhale, lean to the right. It's just some tender side bends here. Inhale left, exhale right. Your seat stays rooted to the earth. And you're very softly opening up through the outer hip, the waist, the side ribs, the lungs, the heart. We hold dense emotion in the hips. We hold grief, shame, guilt in the heart. Just gently moving that energy. And then inhale, bring it to center. Draw the energy up from the tailbone to the crown. And then exhale, send the energy back down from the crown to the tailbone. Good. Let's make our way down to the ground. Let's lay down. And once you get down there, hug the knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And rock a little bit side to side here so that you're massaging the low back in the earth, which is very comforting, right? We also have nerve endings in the low back that sync back up with the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest mode. It's the mode where we get out of fight, flight, freeze, reactivity, and we can really drop in. Good. Gently come to center. Cross your right leg over your left. You can use your left foot in the earth to just subtly swing the hips over to the right as the knees go over to the left, allowing your right arm to cactus or T out to the right, opening the heart. If it is at all too intense to twist this deeply, you can use your left foot in the ground here to gently prop up your right knee so that the twist is less intense. And breathe deep wherever you are. In and out through the nose, and whenever you need a sigh out the mouth, please do take it. Take one more big breath in right here. Exhale, bring it to center. Bring your sacrum and your tailbone to neutral, and now cross your right ankle over your left here. And see if you can reach for either your shins or maybe the tops of the feet, pointing the toes, and then rock side to side again. Just cradling your whole being right here. Good, and then bring it to neutral. You can uncross and then cross the left thigh over the right. Use your right foot in the ground to swivel your hips to the left, your knees to the right. Left arm can expand. Breathing however you need to breathe, full permission to breathe as you need to move the energy as you need to, right? To allow water to rise up and out. Maybe you need to cry, maybe a primal scream. This is your time. This is your sacred bubble. Gently bring it on back to center. Cross your left ankle over your right, grabbing onto the shins or the tops of the feet, widening the knees, rocking side to side. And then we'll open it up into a happy baby. You can grab onto anywhere along your legs that feels good. Maybe big toe lock. Peace fingers wrap around the big toes. Thumbs press into the big toenail, which is a nerve ending. There's a nerve ending right there in the big toenail that connects back to the pituitary gland, the third eye, the all-seeing eye, which is so helpful, right? To see a full picture, especially when we're in those low moments. Maybe lengthen your left leg out to the left, your right leg out to the right. Just airing out through the inner leg lines, inner hip. And then bring it to center here. And then we're going to play with keeping whatever grip you have on the leg. So if you have that toe lock, keeping it there. Bending the knees as much as you need, bringing them in towards one another. And then maybe seeing how much you can lengthen your legs. Again, it can always be a bend in the knees. Softening the shoulders. Keeping the tailbone and the sacrum nice and rooted in the earth. Breathing here. Take a couple more rounds of breath. Maybe a sigh out the mouth. And then gently rebend the knees, hug them in towards the heart. And then we'll either roll over to one side, fetal position, or you're welcome to rock and roll forward and back to come up to a seat. And we'll lengthen the legs in front of us. You can give them a little shake, maybe a little love pat. And then bend the right knee, bring the sole of the right foot into the left inner thigh, getting the heel as close as you can towards the groin there. flexing your left foot. Inhale to reach your arms up. You're welcome to, of course, roll a blanket under your left knee to support your hamstrings, or sit up on something to allow the spine to elongate even more. And we're just going to, on the exhale, gently fold over the left leg, letting your hands release wherever feels right. You can always take that yogi toe lock again, left peace fingers around left big toe. Right hand cradling the inner arch of your left foot. Softening the right shoulder down. We are going to inhale here to lift and lengthen the spine, and then exhale, fold down. Inhale up, exhale down. Take it at your own pace. Connecting your mind with the sound of the breath, and you might even begin to internally hear the mantra Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. On your next inhale, lift up. Keep your left hand wherever it is. Hinge your right arm open and back. And then let go of the grip of the left hand. Release the right hand down into the earth. Inhale to lift your hips up here. Stargazer, turning your heart up towards the sky. And then gently circle your left arm. Your left arm can be cactus or long. Just moving some dense energy through the heart, through the left shoulder, the left arm. Let the breath carry you through. Inhale, left arm by left ear, turn the heart up. Exhale, stick your tongue out. And slowly, softly bring yourself back down. We'll bring the right leg long, give everything a shake, a pat. And then we'll switch it out. Bend the left knee. Sole of the left foot in your right inner thigh. Draw the heel as close as you can in towards you. Inhale, arms up. Reach up. And then exhale, fold into yourself. And grabbing whatever grip works for you. It might be a different grip on this side, right? So just being very sensitive and sweet. Open, listening to your body and what it needs. And then wherever you're at, turn the left shoulder down a little bit. Inhale up, exhale down. Next time you inhale, lift up, hinge your left arm back, and then release the grip of your right hand as you plant your left palm down, lifting your hips up high. And then circling that top arm, you can have a bend in the elbow. Right, we're going more for feeling here and less about what something looks like. Go ahead and bring the right arm alongside the right ear. Turn the heart up. Big breath in. Tongue out as you slowly release yourself down. Good. Left leg long. Give them a shake, a pat. And let's cross the ankles and meet in tabletop for cat-cow. Or as I like to call it, happy cat, sassy cat. Palms wide. You're welcome to plant fists in the earth if there's anything going on with your wrists today. Inhale, drop the belly. Peel open through the front of the heart, shoulders back. And then exhale, lift the belly, round the spine, and peel open through the back of the heart. And then keep that going. Inhale and exhale. And then only if it feels right, you're welcome to speed it up a little bit. Focusing a little bit more, if you're speeding it up, on moving from the heart center and from the upper ribs. Inhale, drop the belly, pause. Taking an extra sip of air right into your heart. Exhale, hollow out, get empty, release. Inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale, tuck the toes and lift your hips up and back for down dog. And for down dog today, walk your feet a little bit more forward and bring your feet wide outside your mat so that it's more of a wide straddle folds down dog hybrid. Let your head release, reaching the sit bones up and back. Welcome to either be in stillness right here, or you might bend your left knee and draw the weight of the hips over to the left. And then switch, bend your right knee, hips to the right. And then again to the left, to the right. And I allow you to bring in any movement that would feel good in this posture right now. What would feel nourishing? Maybe that's stillness. Go ahead and walk our hands back towards our wide legs. Fingertips on the ground. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. You can bend your knees a little bit. And then keep your knees bent as you exhale and fold your head down towards the earth. And then again, inhale, lift and lengthen, and now rise all the way up to stand. Reach your arms out to the sides and up. Catch a prayer. Exhale, the prayer slices past your third eye, lands at your heart. Again, feel that heartbeat in your thumbs. And we'll gently flood our eyes open. Just going to turn and face you so you can see what's happening, but you can stay right where you are. You're going to keep the heels in, turn the toes out. We'll inhale to reach our arms up by our ears with our palms spread wide. As we exhale, we'll bend and widen the knees into more of a goddess stance, and at the same time make lion's paws, claws with the hands as you bring them down, and breathe out with the tongue out. Good. Inhale up through the nose, reach up, exhale, keep it going. Nice and slow and steady. Last time. Inhale, reach up and hold. Exhale powerfully as you sweep your arms out through your energy bubble and down. And let's go ahead and make some circles with the arms here. You're welcome to take those lion's paws again. Inhale through the nose as you reach up. Exhale through the O-shaped mouth. As your arms come down and forward. One more round. And then give yourself a hug. Maybe a little sway side to side, a little dance. Gently bring that to a close, and let's come to a seat. So find a seat that works for you. You're welcome to, as I am here, I'm taking a big old bolster. I'm really propping myself up today, so please do, right? This is the invitation to like really take care of yourself. Especially important when we are, you know, at the lower crest of the wave and just feeling it all. So you're welcome to straddle, bolster, sit on your shins, or sit cross-legged. We're going to go into a meditation right now. That is an incredibly healing meditation. It is the Ramadasa Sa Se So Hung. Hung. H-U-N-G. So Ramadasa Sa Se So Hung. And when we chant specifically the Ramadasa, Ramadasa is a summoning, a calling of the 4 directions and the 4 elements. So it's like the calling of all of the elements, the universe, right, to you, healing, universal healing to you. And then in this meditation specifically, this healing energy will move through us, and we will at the same time be projecting the healing energy out. So this meditation is very similar to how Reiki energy works, right? Because of course we're channeling the same energy with this, right? It's loving life force energy, prana, chi, ki, mana, whatever you like to call it. It goes by many different names, right? So we'll be channeling this healing energy through us, sending it out. And the mudra here will be the left hand touching down at the heart. And then the right arm will be just elbow, like very loosely bent, the right side. Your right hand, all of the fingers will be glued together of that hand. So we're making a Reiki hand here. Okay, and then the shoulders will soften down and roll back. The chin will be level. And as we chant this mantra, right, it goes all the way, Ramadasa Sa Se So Hung, all the way up the spine. On hung, there's a gentle drawing of the navel in towards the spine. And on hung, the energy comes out the crown of the head and sort of fountains out. Okay? So if you are going along with the playlist, there is the very last song, Ramadasa Healing. If you're not going along with the playlist, it's okay. I'm going to play it right now. And I will sing along the whole time. So don't worry, you won't get lost. You'll have me. And I'll also turn it up a little bit on my end. Go ahead and get into position. Left hand on the heart, right palm facing out. We'll begin singing. You can sing along, you can hum along, you can listen and receive. You can think of, dedicate this meditation to someone in your life or maybe somewhere that needs this energy, that needs some loving life force energy. Rama Dasa Sase Soham. Take a big breath in and hold it. Feeling your heartbeat in your left hand. Exhale it out through the mouth. Send this healing energy out. 2 more times. Big breath in and hold it. Summoning all of the love within you, all of the healing. Exhale, send it out. One more time, big breath in. Big breath out. Gently release the mudra. And let's come down to our backs for Shavasana. And create a sweet Shavasana for yourself, whatever that means. Could just be splat on the earth. Could roll up a blanket under your knees. Maybe a bolster long ways under the spine for a heart opener. Maybe a blanket over you for extra comfort. Being in the stillness here and allowing the energy of this practice to integrate in its own way. We can trust and release in the knowing that this energy will go where it needs to go. It will do what it needs to do without us having to think about or direct anything. As you continue for another moment in your Shavasana, I'll share with you a poem by Mary Oliver called Wild Geese. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees, for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over announcing your place in the family of things. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. You can gently begin to deepen your breath here. And as you breathe, tapping into that universal energy, that humanity energy, right? Breathing in the whole universe, breathing out, sending it back. This prana that we share. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then whenever you're ready, you'll make your way over to one side. Fetal position, just taking a moment on your side to thank yourself for being here, for showing up. Some days are harder to show up, right? Some days we're like, oh my goddess. Showing up means I have to be with the shadow today, right? And that's necessary. And we're all doing the best we can. We're doing great. Go ahead and lift yourself up to a seat. And we'll close this beautiful energy circle, energy container, rubbing the hands together in front of the heart. And then slow it down. Bring your warm, loving hands right on top of your heart. And we'll tune out, sealing our practice with a long sat and a short nam. 3 rounds. We'll take a big breath in to begin. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. You can give yourself a hug, take a little bow into yourself. Sat Nam.